Get my background music going. Almost as if I know what I'm doing here. All right. Hop in Discord. Oh, I'm already in Discord. All right, bet. Oh, fucking hell. All right, well, time to fucking do this Kekfest shit. Maybe I'll message Chad in case he forgot. Well, I can give him a minute. There we go. What's up, dude?
Nothing much.
I was about to message you, and I was like, fuck it, we'll give him a minute. Well, we're gonna have another giveaway.
Ah, nice.
Another $20 fucking either Amazon or Steam card.
Yep.
I will be talking more about it later on in the stream when we have more people here.
Oh yeah, that would make more sense.
But it's going to be a giveaway that it's essentially the exact same thing as the last giveaway. It will be posted tonight.
Sweet.
You all get to have guesses. You can enter multiple times by having a different guess on the different profiles. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube.
Nice.
You know, I really have to sit back and I have to ask the question, will I ever fucking get a break?
Oh, now what happened?
It really seems like I might not ever get a break, like ever again in the history of ever, forever, ever. Because like fucking like shit just keeps fucking dynamically flowing into this fucking spaghetti nest of fuckery. So the weekend started out great. Okay, I took the kid and the girl to the fair.
Mm-hmm.
And we had fun.
That's good.
I had some drinks. She had some drinks. He got to ride some rides.
Awesome.
She got to ride some rides. I got to ride a ride. And actually I got to ride 2 rides. Wait, no, I didn't. I intended on riding the Ferris wheel, but I ended up not doing it.
Gotcha.
So that went fine and well. And then the kid, he's had a like a friend that he has been hanging out after school with and that he met.
Right.
And we ran into them at the fair, and that was pretty cool. So the next day happens, and things seem to be going relatively okay, but it is, progressively turning into more and more of a shit show as the day goes on.
Okay.
Like, so we go get groceries and we do that whole shebang.
Yeah.
And they were having like a car show, like basically right outside my front door on Main Street. And they're like, all right, we're going to go to that. Well, we hadn't got around to going there yet because it hadn't started.
Yeah.
About an hour before it was supposed to start, the kid's friend comes over, and he's like fucking crying. Like, not like bawling, but like I could see tears in his eyes, like something's really bothering him. And I'm like, he's like, can I see, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, I didn't know you were coming by though. Like, do your parents know you're here? Like,
Yeah.
the fuck's going on? He's like, oh, my dad is drunk.
Oh boy.
Like, fuck, here we go. So I'm like, all right, I don't know if he's supposed to be there or not, but at this point, like, I'm not gonna turn him away.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem morally right.
Right.
So we take him to the car show, and then eventually, like, we gotta walk him home because his parents are like, oh, bring him back home. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
we can't not do that, so we take the kid back home. It's like, well, we're gonna go back home with the kid personally and like try to get a feel for what's going on.
Yeah.
The dad comes out. He's got a 9mm on his hip, and he is fucking crocked. And so we hang out for a little bit. I'm trying to be like neighborly and shit. And he then, like, it went down a whole rabbit hole of him telling me that he's like descended from Nazis.
Oh shit.
And the kid has a German name. He has a German name. The wife kind of has a German name. So, like, okay, like, so I'm sitting here trying to, like, piece together what this guy is saying. And then he has, like, a lot of inconsistencies, you know? He pulls a fucking, and then before that whole thing, he was telling me that he was like a Lutheran Christian, which I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't know much about the Christian denominations, so whether you're a Lutheran or not makes no fucking difference to me. Like, I know Baptist, I know fucking Catholic, and then there's essentially everybody else.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about, like, anti-Semitic stuff.
Oh shit.
Which I'm not going to get into the details of what he said for obvious reasons, but suffice it to say, it was setting off some alarm bells in my head.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, he then pulls out, like, a Jewish hat. I don't remember what they call it, but the little tiny little
I know
fucking,
what you're talking about.
yeah, the tiny little fucking thing that covers the top of your head, and it's got a Star of David on it.
Yeah.
And then he, like, puts it on.
Hmm?
And I'm like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. And then he starts talking about how he's Jewish.
What?
And I'm like,
Cuz got some multiple personalities, huh?
I'm like, dude, like, this does not make sense to me. And then he's like, oh, no, I'm not really Jewish. I support Palestine.
That's not Jewish.
And I'm like, okay. Like, I have a hard time understanding why any of us would care what's going on over there, but fine, whatever. So then eventually, and I'm just sitting there with Dania, and she's like texting me her opinions on the matter while we sit there going back and forth. And then eventually he's like, yeah, what's going on? Who the hell keeps texting you? I'm like, yo, dog, like, my friend's broken down on the side of the road, and I need to go get him. And then he's like, oh, yeah, let's go. We'll load up in the truck right now, and we'll go get him. I'm like, dude, no, I don't need you to come along. You're too drunk to be useful. And then and then me, her, and the kid fucked right off out of there.
Yeah.
I didn't like. That was one of the rare times that I didn't have a weapon with me, and I really should have. So, yeah, we got through that, and that was a giant fucking shit show. And I'm still trying to fucking piece together exactly like what the fuck this dude's problem is or what the fuck he's about. Like, I don't know if he was serious about what he was saying or if he was just being like drunk and stupid. Cause I know that alcohol to an extent is like a truth serum.
Yeah.
But also to an extent it's not. Because a lot of people who are drunk will talk about a lot of things like they know about them and they don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like just complete fucking foolishness. So I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to elaborate too much into it on the stream, but then we had drama between like I don't know. I guess I can talk a little bit, but I don't want to talk too much on the matter.
Yeah.
Cuz like not all of it's my place to talk about, but like to summarize it, like Dania's mom thinks she's like the matriarch of the family. Like if you ever seen Gemma from Sons of Anarchy, like she tries to act like that.
Oh wow.
And that caused like a whole fucking slew of shit.
Oh boy.
Which continued on into like Sunday and just like, yeah. It was bad. So, and then on top of that, right? So I get another thing come up and I don't really know like how solid of a thing it is yet. But the people that were living, or I'm sorry, the people that own this place that I live in,
Yeah.
they had it on the market and they were trying to sell it for like most of my time living here. And I tried working out a deal with them and then they flaked. And then after that, they like went through like multiple fucking realtors. And every time they kept lowering the price because it kept not selling because they were charging like way too much for it.
Yeah.
And then from there, eventually they gave up on selling it. And they were gonna move like their father-in-law in. And it's like, well, I'm gonna move my father-in-law in at the end of your lease, so you gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I've been operating under for the last month under the pretense of I'm going to have to get the fuck out of here. And there's some shit that I've been needing to do that I haven't been doing because fuck it, I'm gonna be gone. What does it matter?
Right.
Well, there's a guy in town who's like a major, I think major just because of the amount of shit he has. He like owns like 20% of Main Street, pretty much.
Yeah.
And his wife comes up and is like, hey, yeah, you don't need to worry about moving because we're buying the building and we want you to stay.
Oh shit.
So, like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to move some things around here because, like, the room that me and Dania are in is really not big enough for the both of us. So I'm gonna have to finagle and move some things around here. Yeah.
Fine. But it's better than moving the whole house than having to find another place.
Well, and the thing is I've kind of found another place.
Oh shit.
So we're kind of stuck in this situation where, like, Dania would like to move.
Yeah.
I kind of would rather not move. Because I really I'm tired of moving all the time.
Right.
I'm tired of tearing things down all the time. And yeah, so we have to figure out a way to make this place work, or we have to move to the other place. Now, the other place, it could have enough space as well, but it's going to take work. And it's going to be like, it's going to require me to get shit that I don't have. Like, I don't have a lawnmower anymore. I sold my lawnmower under the understanding that I won't need it.
Yeah.
So now I have to, like, if I move there, now I have to spend like $500 on one of those.
Huh.
And then on top of that, like the bottom downstairs area, there's like 2 different bedrooms and then like a different room, but it's all just frame. And like, so if we went there, like on top of the complications of moving, we'd be living in a construction zone.
Yeah.
Trying to like put sheetrock up on walls and do floors and shit. So it's like there's not, like, no matter which way we flip the coin, like there's not really a simple solution or a really, really simple solution either way.
Sounds that way, dude. That sucks.
So we're just kind of going back and forth, and also, like, none of this shit is set in stone, right?
Yeah.
Like, no contracts have been signed. So, like, I don't have anything solid.
Yeah, these people can say we want you to stay, and then a month later say, hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah, or fuck, yeah, like, yeah, and it's just, it's in a situation where we're kind of in a fucking, like a limbo pattern, and I don't know. I fucking hate it. I just wish I knew one way or the other.
Right.
I don't know why that guy is calling me tonight. Do what?
I just laughed.
Oh, the customer who I've been trying to deal with, Starlink Internet. That guy's been calling me. So, yeah, that whole situation. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. This has been one of the more weird computer problems that I've been dealing with. God damn it. So, this is one of the more weird computer problems I've been dealing with. So there's this guy, I'm not going to name names or anything, but there's this guy who lives like way out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And, he's been having a rough time with his internet. And to be honest with you, like, I think the reason he's been having a rough time with his internet is because of his computer. So, I'm sorry? Deuces. So, he's been having a rough time because of his computer. He ended up catching malware back in like February or January or some shit. And he brought his computer in to get it cleaned up, and we cleaned it up and everything was working nicely. I don't know what the fuck happened. So he fucking, he ends up having issues with his internet, and he's saying that he doesn't have internet. His internet service provider is saying he did have internet. Honestly, I was kind of believing him at first because he had a wireless internet provider, and the wireless internet providers universally suck ass. I've never seen a good one. I mean, if y'all want to show me a good one, great. Like, I'll wait, but I haven't seen it.
I don't know of any.
What's up, Jamie? So yeah, I go out there, and so he's like, yeah, well, I don't have internet. Like, so we're thinking, okay, well, fine, your internet sucks. Just buy fucking Starlink and be done with it.
Yeah.
Starlink, yeah, you know, Elon Musk shooting these satellites up into fucking space. Starlink. It's like I don't know, couple $100 fucking initial fee for the equipment, and then whatever the monthly fee is. It'll beat the shit out of your wireless thing. Honestly, if I had to stay in Newton any longer than I did, I was gonna an Idea Tech, if they didn't come and set up fiber on my street, I was about to buy Starlink.
I hear you.
You got a real pretty mouth. Okay, so this guy left another voicemail.
Damn.
And it's,
don't get the hamster spinning on the computer. It'll be all right.
It's completely incomprehensible. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I went and for the first time ever, I set up and installed Starlink internet. Now, mind you, I work for a whole ass different internet service provider. So we get this set up, and then his computer is still like, I'm on his computer and it's got no fucking internet. So I'm like, all right, fine. I connect to the Wi-Fi from my phone. No fucking internet.
Oh,
what
shit.
the fuck? And then I go and I like figure out how to point the damn dish and calibrate it to where the satellites are going to be flying. Okay, now I have internet on my phone. So this is great. Things are working. Sit down at the computer. No fucking internet.
Huh.
I spend, I hook up cable testers. I swap out patch cables. I run command line commands to like troubleshoot the network. I make sure there's DNS. I make sure there's DHCP. I do fucking everything I can think of.
Right.
And I spend 2 hours just plugging away at why the fuck the internet is not working on this one fucking computer. Eventually, I throw in the towel and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it back to the office. I'm going to see if it's the internet or if it's the computer. And the way to do that is by either plugging a different computer into that internet, which I didn't have with me at the time.
Into a different internet, yeah.
Or plug that computer in a different internet. So I take that computer back to the office with me and I plug that bitch in, but I leave it sitting on the fucking table until today. Yeah, this is on Friday when I took it in. I was like, well, it's a fucking weekend. Fuck it. It'll be fine. I'm going to get it fixed and whatever. So I actually am not the one that figured out the computer problem this time. It was my coworker. But like, I get to looking at this thing like, man, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, there's no fucking internet at all, but it says there's internet. I can ping Google. I can ping fucking its IP address. I could go on YouTube and it pulls up like the sidebar with the subscriptions and all that shit. But it says in the middle of the screen, want, no fucking internet. Like, this doesn't make any sense. So, one thing leads to another. And my coworker kind of comes over there and then he kind of looks at it and he finds out that it's like proxy server shit. Like, we stopped fucking with proxy server shit like 10 years ago. Like, how the fuck this got activated on a Windows 11 computer, your guess is as good as mine. Like, I don't know if the guy trying to fix his internet fucking clicked on something. I don't know if he fucking downloaded some malware that fucking changed his shit. I don't know if somebody got into his I don't know. It. All I know is it doesn't make any fucking sense. So it puts the computer in a purgatory state of having internet but not having internet.
Wow.
So we changed that setting, and sure enough, it fucking works now. So I took that bitch back. I guess fucking everybody else on the planet knows. Me and Dania are officially a thing. I guess.
Ah, cool.
So,
Congrats.
Good shit.
so there's that.
Good shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You get told you make a cute couple enough times.
Right.
Like, fuck it. Let's do it. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the giveaway. Although there's nobody here to fucking see it. Fuck it. I'm gonna post it anyways. And people who see it, see it. People who don't. Fucking...
What? My phone's in my
There you go.
pocket. Hold on a second.
I am giving away a fucking $20 gift card to something. Although, I'm like, real talk, full disclosure, like, it could take a little bit for me to fucking get you your prize, because you're gonna get your prize when I get it to you.
Well,
Straight up. What? I hear you.
No, it didn't show up in notifications that you
Oh,
live.
no,
So-
it probably didn't, because the algorithm's pissed at me because I don't stream every single day. I've been streaming once a week, and it's...
Well, that not you. It's not just you. It's a bunch of other people I follow too. So it might be a fake book thing.
So, I bought a new silencer. And
Okay.
day one of my paperwork waiting period started on Saturday. Or day 0 started on Saturday. Day 1 was Sunday. Today's day... Today is day 2 of my NFA wait while my new silencer is in NFA jail.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
So, I'm going to do the same giveaway I did last time when I post the polls up. Or, not polls. When I post the thing up. Comment a number of the amount of days you think I am going to have, or months, that you think I'm going to have to wait. And you can comment on Facebook or YouTube or both. And each will count as a different entry. So if you come on both of them and you're like, oh, 24 days, you're a fucking dumbass. And you may as well have only commented on one of them. But if you come on one and you're like, well, 6 days, and you come on the other, 38 days. Well, maybe the 6 days wins. Maybe the 38 days wins. The dangerous thing about these giveaways is the longer they fucking go on, the more room somebody has to enter something. So
Right.
people could come in the future and like... So it could be one of them things where it goes on for like fucking 9 months. 11 months is the longest ATF wait time I've ever seen. Or I could fucking have it tomorrow. Hell, I may even have an email for it today. I don't know. If I have an email for it today, that's going to kind of poo-poo all over that. No, I don't have an email for it today. I don't think the dealer sent it in to be certified yet, so it could be a little bit. I don't know. We'll find out. I know that once the paperwork was certified on the last one, it took about 10 days, I think it was. I'd have to look at the last giveaway. The other thing is, in the interest of fairness,
Water, he fell out.
Somebody's talking in the background. Hello, how are you doing? You're live on the stream. What's up?
She pushed her.
Fucking holla.
You might have to lift her up.
Holla. You're on the stream. You're on the air. What's going on? Crowley's like, I'm gonna mute this shit. Alrighty. So, the last giveaway. Let's see, March 20th was the effective start date. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because I had some money that somebody sent me for my birthday, and I fucking spent it on fucking a silencer. Because that's the shit I do when people send me money. So...
He is no longer the favorite.
Oh, well.
I don't know which round.
Holla. Howdy, hey.
Oh, no, it's helping my couple chickens got out of the coop when my daughter was putting water in them. And I was helping her.
Shit.
So I submitted that in I remember how that went now. I submitted that in March 20th. I got it back April 10th. And
something like
that was 20 days, and Patrick Cruz I think guessed 21 days.
Something like that,
So he
yeah.
won. He who guesses the closest.
Dude, tell you about the chickens. They got, I actually call it a flock of them, dude. It's like 7 or 8 of them. They're fucking just free range a couple blocks up from my house. And there's a group of ducks that's usually with them. It's pretty funny, man. You see the whole parade when they're crossing the street.
I went out to a free range chicken farm not too long ago. They had computer issues with fucking Starlink nonetheless, and I went out there and worked on it. Although it really wasn't a Starlink issue, it was a other equipment issue, and they thought it was a Starlink issue.
My buddy called me, oh no, last fall. He was out catfishing. He called me freaking out, and he goes, in about 10 minutes, you're going to see a line of lights moving across real slow, and I don't know what the fuck it is. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I was like, yep, there it is. Like, and I was like, that's Starlink, dude. He's like, no, that's UFO. It's like, it's not a UFO. Trust me, it's Starlink. I know what UFOs look like.
It wasn't Patrick Cruz that won. It was Peter Liera Fausto. That was who won. I had to go back through and check my Rolodex. It was long ago enough that I forgot who I sent that fucking thing to. The other option for the giveaway, if you don't want a gift card or whatever, because I guess some people might not, is that I will, the other option that I am going to, extend this to is that I will also donate the $20 to a charity of your choosing.
There you go.
Provided it's not a charity that I disagree with. I am not donating $20 to PETA. I don't care.
Damn,
I
you
don't.
killed the troll, man. Because that's exactly what I was gonna say to do. Just to be a dick.
I don't care how many fucking I don't fucking care how many giveaways you win and want. Like I am never in the history of ever going to donate money to that fucking political cause. Or to any fucking charity that I disagree with. Like if you're gonna sit here and be like, all right, well now that you bought a silencer and a twist of irony, why don't you send fucking money to Moms Demand Action now?
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen if somebody tells me to do that? I'm going to donate their prize to a charity of my choosing instead. And
Disabled Veterans of America.
in that particular instance, it may end up being the Kansas Rifle Association or the animal shelter. Nothing against Disabled Veterans of America. It just feels, I don't know, a little bit like as a veteran, I shouldn't be donating money to a charity that's like for me. I mean, I'm not disabled, but it almost kind of, I don't know, it's weird to me.
Gotcha.
Like, well, why don't you donate to support the troops? Like, and you know what? I've had that question asked while I was standing in uniform. Like, hey, I'm sitting there in my fucking Navy uniform. Hey, you want to donate something to support the troops? The fuck? I am the troops. You want to fucking give me this shit for free? Like, and there's also, like, there's so many fucking good people out there that are donating to fucking veterans causes, and I appreciate all of them. I don't think there's too many people that are donating to my local animal shelter. And the reason why I'd pick the Kansas Rifle Association specifically for, like, the gun rights stuff is because of that fucking court ruling that we got. I don't know if you heard about that. There was a fucking Kansas judge that ruled that fucking the prohibitions against machine guns were unconstitutional.
Oh.
I heard that. I didn't know what state it was in, but I did hear that the other day.
Yeah, they were trying to prosecute a guy on a fucking federal machine gun charge, and the judge fucking dismissed it, saying it was unconstitutional.
Oh, good shit. Well, that's like in Illinois, you have to have a FOID card to own a gun, and most of the judges are saying that's unconstitutional in Illinois, but whatever.
Well, it really becomes something when someone is arrested for it, and then, like, the judge drops it because it's unconstitutional. Then it sets this wonderful thing called precedent.
Right.
Because now some lawyer can go back and refer to that case. Well, fucking the United States versus fucking who the fuck ever. This fucking date, this case, this judge said this. And then they have to take it into consideration.
Yeah, true.
So, it's not, I don't know. It's not necessarily a complete fucking W. It doesn't, like, make it so that, oh, well, everybody could just own a machine gun now.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
it is a nice little chip away at that fucking regulation. Go on. Go on.
I was just
The silencer. The silencer I bought was another 22 one.
Oh, really?
nice. No, I was just gonna say, sitting in court. So tell the courtroom why you used a minigun, because there was 32 of them and one of me.
I'd be sitting there like fucking Sheriff Grady Judd. How come you shot him 68 times? Because that's the amount of ammo we had.
When I pulled the trigger 69th time, the gun went click.
Yeah.
That was actually an old lady in Florida. Was it Florida or Texas? And an old lady got mugged and she shot the dude and judge 7 times. And judge asked why he only shot her 7 times. Said, because when I pulled the trigger the 8th time, the gun didn't do anything.
Man, I'm sitting here watching this fucking aerial chase on Facebook. This fucking it looks like this. It's so far ahead of the fucking cops that you can't even see the police vehicle all that well. But the couple of glimpses I've gotten of it, it looks like a motorcycle, and this dude's completely fucking juking him.
Wow.
Damn.
He's fucking swerving past roadblocks and shit. Yeah, it's a fucking motorcycle cop. He's fucking, yeah. The shit that comes up in my feed. So what's been going on with you guys?
Crowley.
I got some new paints. Just been painting some more crankbaits.
Nice.
I got sorry. The chameleon paint you see on cars that like change colors or going down the road.
Yeah.
I've got that for my crankbaits.
Nice.
So I figure I'll try something new.
Well, not too much. Weekend before last. So yeah, we talked about the hurricane already, pretty much. I think.
Well.
No, we didn't. That was Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Did the hurricane wipe you out?
No, I didn't even lose power or internet. I was lucky, but like all around me lost power. I was just on the right grid, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
But
Power Grid had enough supporters.
stayed home for it. Live streamed it all on Facebook for about 9 hours of it. Wasn't too eventful, but other than that, just work. Nothing much. Been kind of boring.
Did y'all hear about the fucking President Trump thing?
Yeah, he tried to shoot him again on a fucking golf course.
Yeah, my conspiracy bells are going off with this one.
And they said this fucking dude, it's an older guy for one, and that this dude supposedly went to Ukraine and like tried to fight even though he wasn't a soldier. He tried to join the war. Like, there's some weird shit about this dude.
Well, here's a couple of details that are not adding up to me. So the dude spends fucking like 12 hours sneaking onto the golf course without anybody seeing him.
Uh-huh.
Wearing
With a scope AK.
wearing a fucking, is that what he had?
That's what I read. It was a scoped AK, and he was 250 yards out.
At least it wasn't an AR-15 this time.
Right. Well, they don't even know what that looks like. Every shooting. Oh, it's an AR-15. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So they went and so he 12 hours crawling through the fucking brush like a sniper to fucking get on this fucking golf course unnoticed. And he's arrested wearing a fucking pink shirt. Like, yeah, no wonder the Secret Service guy saw him in the bushes.
Right.
Like, you're gonna
Had the gun stuck through the fence.
You're gonna spend all that fucking time doing that only to fucking give yourself.
He didn't even get a shot off. They shot at him. He dropped the rifle, jumped in the car, and bailed. They had pictures of the car, so they were able to catch his ass.
Oh, they got him. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they caught him.
the conspiracy theorist in me is thinking that this one might be staged. Like, I don't think the last one was. But this one seems more like something that could be staged. Like what? The Secret Service guy shoots at him and doesn't fucking hit him?
Yeah.
He sneaks onto the golf course in a fucking pink shirt.
Yeah.
And hides there for 12 hours with nobody fucking noticing or questioning what he is doing there, even though they are very, very, very fucking familiar with that golf course because they've only been working there for like 8 fucking years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just doesn't fucking add up to me. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, all they had to do was pay the $10 fee to go.
To go
On the
what?
court, whatever.
No, it's
No, whatever.
did
It's
it
like, what's it? Well, I don't know what it costs to get on a course.
did it happen at Mar-a-Lago? That's one thing I don't know. I just know it was on a golf course. If it was at
It was a golf course in Florida. That's all I know.
oh, wow, Mar-a-Lago is a golf course in Florida. Dude, if it was Mar-a-Lago, ain't no $10 getting you on that motherfucker. That's an exclusive club and you're not in it.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna look this shit up now.
But 200 yards with the most inaccurate fucking rifle you could ever shoot. Scoped
No,
and
no, a fucking AK, an AK will do a human-sized target just fine at 200 yards.
I was just reading. That's just whatever. I don't know the facts. I don't know, but it's all over the news. But I don't believe the news either. So.
Be right back, guys.
Yep. Oh, I sent you the first. I sent you the first three I painted. The chameleon.
I'll check them out here in a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Donald Trump was rushed to safety Sunday after what the FBI termed an apparent assassination attempt at his golf course. So this was at Mar-a-Lago. You're not just fucking getting in there.
No, you're not just gonna. No, you're not gonna get in there.
Yeah, they'll tell you to take your $10 bill and stick it up your ass.
You can't even buy a beer for that, boy.
$10. Like, what
know,
are you?
but I guess he had.
Like, what
Go
are you trying to tip somebody with this?
Right, no shit. But I was reading. I guess he put out a bunch of
Or
tweets or something that he was gonna do it, or
I'm sorry,
thinking about doing it, or
it wasn't Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago is the name of the house that he lives in. The Trump International Golf Club.
oh, yeah, you still ain't getting in.
The gunman was first seen by Secret Service agents who were sweeping the course. They usually go one hole ahead to perform security checks, according to the police. The muzzle of a rifle, which had been identified as an SKS, not an AK, was spotted
that's not
sticking
even
through the
close.
shrubbery. At the time, Trump was about 300 to 500 yards away from the spot where he said. An agent immediately engaged with the person holding the rifle, who fled. The suspect did not fire his weapon. I mean, if it was an SKS, that motherfucker might not have been shootable. Baked in cosmoline and shit.
Right.
In
I've only shot
Soviet,
one, and
in Soviet
fuckers-
Russia, you do not shoot gun shoots you. I had one blow up in my hand once, so if anybody's got the right to make fun of them, it's me.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna make fun of it. I was just gonna say it's about as heavy as an M1 Garand.
I mean, it basically is the Russian version of the M1 Garand.
It just has a stripper clip to it.
His phone had been in the area for about 12 hours. Agents fired 4 to 5 rounds of ammunition upon seeing the gun muzzle. The suspect dropped the rifle and fled in a vehicle, abandoning the weapon along with 2 bags, a scope for his rifle, and a GoPro. Oh man, we're trying to go viral up in here.
Yeah, right? That's what I thought.
Scoped SKS, he could hit him at 300.
A
But
witness.
you better hit him. You better get hit on the first, because you ain't gonna get a second one. I can tell you that.
Well, the previous guy didn't get a second one either. He got one shot off on Trump, and then the rest of the shots went everywhere else.
Yeah, and then it was panic shooting.
The witnesses saw the man flee from the shrubbery to a black Nissan. The witness captured a photo of the car and provided it to law enforcement. The suspect was arrested by police driving northbound on the I-95 highway after crossing into Martin County, roughly 38 miles from the golf course. The car, a Nissan SUV, was later determined to have license plates belonging to a 2012 Ford, which had previously been reported stolen.
I mean, I guess that if you're gonna do it, that'd be the way to do it. Steal plates off of someone else's vehicle.
Ruth has the shooter, Ruth, has an extensive criminal history dating back to the 1990s. In 2002, go on.
No, I was gonna say I read he was like 76. I thought they said, but that could be wrong too.
In 2002, he was convicted in Greensboro, North Carolina for possession of a machine gun.
Oh shit.
In 2010, he was convicted of multiple counts of possession of stolen goods. In 2019, the FBI received a tip that he was a felon in possession of a firearm. The unverified tip was passed on to local law enforcement in fucking Honolulu.
That's a long way from North Carolina.
He visited Ukraine after Russia's full invasion and tried to recruit volunteers to fight for Kiev. The International Legion of Foreign Fighters said he was never a member, and one volunteer stated he was a hindrance during his visit. They showed a picture of the rifle, and yes, it is an SKS, or at least it looks like it. But it looks like one of those SKSs that fucking Bubba got a hold of and tried to put one of them 30-round fucking extendos on.
Damn.
And those things never fucking work.
No.
Trump was not injured. Soon after, he issued a statement to his fundraising list, which read, "There were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start viraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first, that I am safe and well." He gave his account to Fox News anchor Sean Hannity, who retold the episode on the air on Sunday. They're on the fifth hole, about to go putt, when the president heard pop, 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 pop. He said within seconds, the Secret Service pounced on the president and covered him. He added that a steel-reinforced vehicle soon took Trump away from the course. Shit, if the guy had a little bit of patience and let Trump made it to hole 6, he would have had a fucking decent fucking shot.
Huh.
So yeah, that's some shit. And they're already fucking running his ass through the system. The system is working fast on him. And that's the other reason why I'm so suspicious. Because the federal fucking system doesn't usually work this efficiently. Like, they're not fucking around at all. Man, those fucking lures Crowley has, man, those are looking pretty cool with that fucking paint.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on this? Is this a fucking conspiracy? Is this not? Is it staged? Is it just fucking people being retarded? What do you think?
Yes. All of the above. Honestly.
I mean, my spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah. There's some shit going on, and I think it's only going to get worse the closer we get to November.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose. Thank you. Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I am eager for November to be past us.
Yeah. Gonna be interesting, but I think there's a certain group that do want Trump dead, and
I mean,
I think they're gonna keep trying.
Oh.
There's enough radicals and crazy people out there that they're gonna say, "Oh, they did it wrong. I can do it," and the next one's gonna step up.
See, I was thinking this fucking last thing was like some CIA shit. I could
Could be.
because I could see them trying to fake some shit just to get people riled up again. But yeah, there is a group of people that wants him dead. Not even gonna sit here and try to dispute that.
Now, you saw it all over social media after the first time.
Yeah. Man, it would have been crazy if they succeeded the first time.
well, the first time though was a shit show. If you watch the fucking Secret Service, and I'm doing air quotations for Secret Service, that one bitch didn't even know how to put her gun back in the holster, so she just stood there and held it. And I was like, fuck, you only looked at your holster 3 times.
Yeah, she definitely needs some training. For sure.
Better acting skills, something, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because I watched that, and then I was like, every time I watched it, all I could do was laugh. I was like, first time I was like, oh shit. And then I watched her, like, couldn't put it in the holster, pulled her coat back, still couldn't put it in the holster. Fuck it, I'm just gonna stand there and hold it. With my booger hook on the trigger, or with my booger hook on the bank switch, even. I know what I was gonna ask you now.
Oh shit.
I know.
Oh shit.
No,
Oh shit.
It's gun related. You're good. But no, I know you're not gonna lose any velocity from using a suppressor on a 22. But how much velocity do you use on other guns with suppressors?
You don't lose velocity.
No, on any of them.
Yeah, you don't lose velocity with a suppressor.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know if suppressors took velocity and all that shit away or not.
No. No, what's up, Rogue? No, you definitely don't lose velocity from a suppressor.
I wouldn't.
There could, like, I've heard of instances of suppressors increasing velocity slightly.
Oh damn. I get that with that extra reach. I can see that.
Well, the reach isn't the thing, okay? Like, the suppressor is just a tube with metal baffles in it. Like,
oh, okay, I got you.
It doesn't make contact with the bullet. It's not like some rifled barrel extension or whatever.
Okay.
And basically how it works is it traps all of the gas that would come out of the end of the muzzle. It traps all of that inside of the baffles. It like, okay, it works like a fucking car muffler. Sort of.
Okay, I got you. I never knew. I mean, I know what they are and how they work, but are supposed to do. I just didn't know. I don't know a whole lot about them, so I wasn't for sure. But I got you.
I wonder if I could get mine to come apart diplomatically. Probably not.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Not that, but don't fuck yours up just to show me something.
Because it's all fucking caked together with grime. Yeah, I'd have to bust out tools.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
The-
I was thinking that earlier. I was like, I don't know, because I figured like 22, that's not going to lose any power or anything. But I didn't know if like the bigger the round, if it took anything away from it or not.
No. Nope, not quite. Not how that works, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So the things that make a gun loud are the crack of the bullet, shooting faster than shooting faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, for sure.
The gas coming out of the end of the barrel and then burning quickly, and the mechanism of the gun itself. So if you want to make your gun quiet, then the objective is to reduce the noise generated by that stuff.
Right, right.
That is accomplished by using ammunition that has a velocity lower than roughly 1,200 feet per second, along with using a suppressor. And then if you're really fucking, have a hard-on for noise, using some kind of bolt action or single shot or fucking something with a slide lock or whatever.
Yeah.
To reduce the noise of the mechanism. And that's...
So what about the old mafia movies where like they put a potato on the end of the gun? Is that all just TV bullshit, or would that actually work?
It would work once. And you wouldn't with something like that, you wouldn't shoot something far away with it.
Yeah.
Like that would be one of those situations where you're like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what a mob style hit like that would look like. Like you're fucking playing poker with the boys in the basement, right? And they fucking hold the guy down, and you stick the potato there with the fucking gun there, and you go kapow, like right behind his head, so that the fucking wife doesn't hear it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that would work. Probably the best way to, if you're really trying to improvise some stuff, and I'm not going to go into the nuances of specifically how to do it, specifically because of YouTube. But I will say that if you can get a oil filter to fit on the end of your gun safely,
that's what I was gonna say.
or a fuel filter, or another option would be to get a mag light and a fucking lathe and thread the fucking end caps of the fucking mag light and put some baffles in it. But like all of that, like that's not specifically teaching you how to do it. Like you have to know how to do machine work to do any of this shit.
Right.
Like you have to fabricate parts. And I'm not showing you guys how to fabricate parts. And there's plenty
I know
of
how to fabricate.
Well, okay. I'm saying that for the fucking YouTube overlords. I'm saying that for the YouTube overlords, because you're not allowed to make a fucking video telling somebody how to manufacture a fucking silencer. It's against their terms of service. That said,
2-liter bottle.
well, that doesn't really work as well as it looks like it would in the movies.
No, I figured it'd work at least once, but
like the fucking 1 liter bottle could sometimes work at least once. It depends on the caliber.
yeah.
But a lot of people think that it's as simple. I'll just put a bottle on the end of it. Yeah, well, you also, depending on the gun, have to have a subsonic round too.
Yeah. True.
Right? Because like a 45 caliber shoots somewhere between 800 and 1200 foot per second. Outside of like crazy, like, you know, outside of crazy competition loads. So you could just pick that up and put a suppressor on it and call it a day, right?
Yeah.
But like your fucking, your 9mm might not be so easy. Because some of them shoot 850, 900 feet per second. Some of them shoot fucking like 1400.
Oh, damn.
So you have to take that into consideration when you're shopping for ammo.
Right. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. True.
And then on top of that, there's different barrel lengths, right? So you have to figure out what barrel length the bullet was tested at.
Oh, yeah.
For example, the CCI Mini Mag ammo that I use in my silenced pistol here. On the box, it's rated for 1,270 feet per second, I think it said, or 1,200, like just over the speed of sound.
Right.
However, it's tested on a 16-inch barrel. It's going to come out of that 16-inch barrel at more velocity than it is a 4-inch barrel.
True. True.
So if I was sticking the suppressor on a 16-inch gun, I might want to consider the use of a different bullet to reduce that sonic crack.
Right.
So that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the nitty-gritty of it. It's not as simple. It's not rocket science. It's not the most complicated thing in the world, right? But it's not as simple as Hollywood makes it look. And then on one thing that suppressors do alter, however, that you have to think about is they will alter the way your gun cycles. So like for an AR-15, you know, you may end up fucking needing to change out your buffer.
Yeah. I got you. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you.
Maybe. Or you might end up needing to get a fucking, you might end up needing to go aftermarket and put a gas piston system in there with an adjustable gas block. And then you'll have to have it adjusted differently for suppressed than you would not suppressed. So in that vein, it's not even as simple as just screwing the fucking can on like you see in the movies or like you just saw me do. You might have to adjust the gas block accordingly. Some of them are easy to adjust, some of them not so much. And then on top of that, if you're using a direct impingement system, you have more of that gas coming back and ending up in the chamber of your gun and grinding it up and making it dirtier faster. So then you have to clean it more frequently.
Right.
So, like, there's sacrifices and trade-offs to literally everything when it comes to guns. And there's benefits.
I only had shotguns, so I've only had, I don't own any pistols. I've shot a few pistols, but I've only had shotguns, so I didn't know, honestly.
Well,
wasn't for sure.
I mean, I could throw some shotgun terms at you. There's trade-offs when it comes to them too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you want to use two? Do you want to use 2 3/4 or 3 1/4 inch shells?
Well,
know?
my gun can shoot all three: 2.5, 3, and 3.5, or 2 3/4, 3 and 3. My gun should shoot all three size shells.
Yeah, I mean, mine can too. But the fact of the matter is, they all perform differently, and they all perform differently in different guns.
That's true. Because mine's what do I get? 28 and 26. I think it's a 28-inch barrel.
And then on top of that, like, do you want to rock out with a choke, or do you not want to rock out with a choke? Do you want to Do you want a rifled barrel? Do you want a smooth bore? Like, these are all things that you got to take into consideration with shotguns.
Well, yeah, 'cause my that's what my rifled barrel is for deer slugs when I deer hunt. Well, used to deer hunt. I can't anymore with my shoulder, but.
And
But
then
in my bird shot, I've got a extra. Is it extra modified? Shit, I don't remember what choke tube I've got in it. now.
yeah, and then you might have
Extra, I think it's extra full.
you might have a choke on the end of it to reduce the spread of the fucking shot. Or you might not. Maybe you want some spread. But the thing is that these are all questions that each individual person into firearms has to figure out for themselves. And they gotta know.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Do you know what
I-
this is to?
I do. It doesn't really go to anything. It's a practice lock key.
Okay, well, it was on this.
I couldn't
Yeah,
tell
I
you
don't
how
know
many
how it got
thousands
there.
of shells I shot through it.
I found it when I came up.
I saw it when I came in. I was like, I don't know how that got. I haven't even seen that thing in like months. I have no fucking. I think the cat's got it down there or something. I got no fucking idea.
There you go. I was wondering what the heck it was.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, you know, for like fucking practicing lock picking, there's like practice locks. That's a key that opens one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will let Ken know because I understood him if you dropped it.
Nah, he didn't drop it. So yeah, you know, there's, and I don't know. I hope you've been kind of quiet. I hope this is useful for you, Chad. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's trade-offs with
I'm listening.
everything, and I'm really good. That's one thing that kind of helped me in a fucking gun store is I'm really good at walking people through those different trade-offs. You know, it's not.
Well, what's the barrel on your gun, Cajun? How long's your barrel?
On my shotgun,
Yeah.
18.
So yeah, mine's a 28. So you gotta.
Told me.
Do what?
This thing almost.
That's a total different.
Ow.
I mean, it's still gonna
Started
it's
out
gonna
in
shoot
front of my feet just as
Yeah.
I
different because it's a shorter barrel, but
Yeah.
Squish your little ass.
It's for shorter distance.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, 'cause mine's 28, but that's for goose and turkey and deer and
This is for assholes breaking in your house.
well, that's for that too. Wrong house, motherfucker.
The closest shotgun I have at hand right now is the one Dania gave me. And
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I've never measured the barrel on it. What I can tell you, honestly, I know it's based off of a Mossberg 500 design, and I know it runs well when I go to shoot it. Beyond that, this cat is just perfectly content.
Because mine's I've got a Mossberg 835 Ultimate. What I got.
Yeah, I got Mossberg 500.
When I get my company bonus, I might use it to buy a Benelli M4.
Nice.
Benellis are good. The
No.
only reason I didn't buy a Benelli is because you can't shoot. Hold on, I gotta remember. It's got to be over.
Do you want me to pull the
thinking-
mic up over here for you? Do you want in on this?
It's You can't shoot a regular bird shot. It's got to be heavier because it doesn't shoot it right.
Look,
It
I
doesn't
don't.
shoot
I
like-
don't want a Benelli M4 for shooting birdshot. I want a Benelli M4 for shooting assholes.
Well, no, I was just
You want
saying
that?
that you make sure you get the heavier
I just came to
pellets because it doesn't shoot the lighter pellets right. I don't understand why. I don't know why, but
I don't even care. I'll be shooting slugs out of it.
me.
Oh, did she bust ass in your
I
face?
figured he was gonna say.
I handed the
But no,
cat.
Benelli-
I handed the cat
Benellis
back
are
to
good, though.
Dania. I handed the cat back to Dania, and she farted in Dania's face.
Damn.
Benelli, that's Italian.
Yeah.
Benelli Italian. I was trying to remember. Yeah.
Well, the Benelli M4 is a shotgun that was adopted by the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's good enough for Marsoc, it's good enough for me. If it's good enough for John Wick, it's good enough for me. Although there's a part of me that's been thinking about getting the M3 because the M3 you have the option between semi-automatic or pumping it. And
I want an AA12.
I do too.
and I don't think either of you are going to be getting one of them. I might.
No, obviously.
I might be
I
getting.
didn't say I was going to get one. I just said I wanted one.
I might.
Once it gets, are two different things.
I might be I might be getting one at some point.
Yeah, but the only thing is you couldn't hold that barrel down to fire all 8 shots like that fast.
I could.
You might be able to, but damn, that'd be a hell of a fucking. I guess probably because it's slow enough that you can bring it back down. It's slow enough in between, so it's not
dude, I'll even go a step further and I'll do it with fucking double-aught buck or slugs.
Oh, fuck that. Well, see, because
I was gonna say, if you think I can't do it, motherfucker, you underestimate my skill for shooting big guns.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying I don't want to do it. But when I first got my shotgun, it was out at my cousin's. We were shooting clay targets. Well, I went in, go to the bathroom when my cousin slipped in a 3.5-inch turkey load and a 3.5-inch goose load and a regular shell. He said, "Here, I loaded it for you." Not even thinking. All right, cool. Oh, got the first one. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was the goose load. Oh, turkey load about fucking knocked my shoulder out. I was like, what the? 3.5-inch triple BB. Yeah, those fucking hurt.
I did a when I was fucking like 11 years old, I shot a fucking Barrett 50.
I would love to shoot a Barrett one time.
Like, just to give you an idea of my background, I shot a Barrett 50 at 11 years old. like I just kind of have been shooting big guns for most of my life.
Right.
The bigger the better in my eyes.
Well, that was like my, I think I said I had 3 great uncles in World War II, and they brought some of their guns back. And that fucking trench gun that one of my uncles had, good lord. That might as well be a fucking elephant gun the way that big and fucking the way that thing kicked.
Dude, I really want one of those fucking trench shotguns, the M8 1887s.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look, see if anyone in my family has it.
Let me get on Gunbroker now. Dania brought an interesting shotgun that I'm going to buy from her. Let me go get it. This is pretty cool. I'll be right back.
All right.
Alright, so as far as guns go, this thing's a bit of an anomaly to me.
Hold on, give me a minute.
I've never seen one like this before in this caliber, so I kind of want it, and I'm gonna buy it from her. Just to show everybody it's not loaded.
Is that a Winchester?
Nah, it makes them satisfying shotgun noises. It's a Remington. Specifically, it's an 1148.
Oh, I was gonna say an 1187.
I
had an 1187.
It's an 1148 and 410.
Oh fuck.
Like, it's semi-auto.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a semi-auto 410 fucking hunting shotgun before.
No.
Not 410, I haven't. No, I'm not at all.
That's gonna be fun to shoot.
So, I'm eager to fuck with it and see.
I love my 410. I got a crack barrel, single shot. I love it. It's so fun to shoot.
It makes those satisfying shotgun noises too.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
that,
that's like one of the other
and
shotguns.
that trigger.
Go ahead.
Like that's like some ASMR right there. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do any serious hunting. Actually, you know what?
You could do dove or quail.
Fuck that. I
If you
might.
have quail out there.
Fuck that. I might load it up with slugs and try deer.
I wouldn't if it's a rifled barrel. I wouldn't unless it's a rifled barrel.
I think it would be all right. So let's look up.
But yeah, one of the other shotguns that one of my great uncles brought home is a double barrel. It was over under 12 gauge, and it had 3 triggers. Well, I was probably about, I don't know, 12, 13 years old. No one told me the 3rd trigger fired both barrels at the same time.
Damn.
That fucking hurt.
Oh, it's the 1897 that I want, not the 1887. The one that you can slam fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I may have one of those in the near future. Those are some of the really nice ones are pretty expensive, but I don't need a really nice one. I just need one.
Benelli can get expensive real quick.
So,
What are they priced now? I don't know
I'm
what they're
not
priced
talking
now,
about
but-
the Benelli. I'm talking about the Winchester fucking
Oh, the
1897 pump action shotgun like they used in World War One.
the big trench guns.
Yeah, you can hold down the trigger and fucking pump it, and when you pump it, it'll shoot.
I'm glad they didn't tell me that because that would have fucked me up too.
Yeah, you imagine handing that to a teenage boy who's fucking really good at doing this.
Yeah.
Hell, that's why they were so successful in the fucking wars. You know what? Rock Island Armory has been reproducing those. Now all I need to do if I buy one is find the bayonet for it.
I can probably find you one.
Cause the bayonet on the bayonet on that specific shotgun is fucking ridiculous.
I can probably find you an authentic one if I can find the gun from the war.
I mean, shit. If you want to sell the fucking gun, I'll look at buying it.
I gotta figure out who's got it or if it's still around first because shit.
I don't really know
30
what
years ago.
I don't really know what to pay for it because, like, straight up, I am seeing these fucking things from anywhere from $250 to $1,600.
Damn.
Damn.
So I'm like, I don't really know what to pay for it, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it if I like the price.
Yeah, I'll do. Let me do some digging this weekend. Because if my cousin down the road don't have it, my dad or my uncle might have it. I'll do some digging this weekend for sure.
I have to buckle down and film a review about this pistol now. I've got over 1,000 rounds through it, so I think I can give a fair assessment.
One of the funnest rifles I've ever shot, though, that I like was the 45-70. Those were decent.
Yeah,
Are
fucking.
decent. Are decent.
Well, I mean, what? Like a Henry?
Yeah, it was a Henry. It was a 4570 Henry.
Yeah, that'd be pretty legit.
But I shot my cousin's got a Sig P226, and I'd never shot a Sig before, and I like that gun a lot.
Yeah, Sig makes a pretty decent gun.
I mean, the SEALs use them for sidearms. They've got to be pretty decent, right?
Well, the SEALs use a lot of things for sidearms.
Well, here's a rock. I'm gonna do it.
Like, fucking, I mean, they use fucking Glocks. They use fucking H&K. Like, they pretty much use whatever the individual SEAL wants to carry.
I did like the H&K G36. I did get to fire. It wasn't fully automatic, but I did get to fire one once, and that was pretty fun too.
I'm not a huge fan of the trigger on those, but I like the ergonomics otherwise.
What's the one? It was a bullpup that I shot. Was it a FAMAS? No, it wasn't a FAMAS.
Steyr?
No.
Taver?
Yes. I don't like the bullpup design. I don't like the action being behind me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but.
Well, the bullpup designs don't have, like, I like the ergonomics of them, but again, they don't have great triggers.
No.
But yeah, this thing here is kind of insane. I don't know. I'm gonna film a review about the fucking pistol soon, and that should be interesting. I'll probably film a review about the silencer as well. There's stuff I like about it and stuff I don't like about it. Not stuff that I don't like about running silenced in general. There's stuff that I don't like about that specific silencer. You know?
I don't know. Sorry.
Go on.
ahead. No, it's just random eight while I was thinking about it. Have you ever? I did get to shoot an MP40. That's the most inaccurate fun I've ever had in my life.
I've not fired one of them. I've seen them fired.
They are all over the place.
The oldest submachine guns I've fired were the PPSH and the Tommy gun.
I'd love to fire a PPSH and a Tommy gun, honestly.
Dude, if I was gonna have any machine gun from that era, it would be the PPSH. That thing shot fucking phenomenally.
It looks like it would, just the way it's built.
And the MP5 was kind of eh.
I didn't get to shoot the MP5, but I wanted to.
Yeah, when I pay her for this thing, I need to get it in and get it re-blued. It's not rusted out or anything, but the bluing is in rough shape.
Yeah.
I like how lightweight it is. That's the cool thing about 410 is like it's really fucking lightweight and you could just take it a long distance and
Oh yeah, they're not heavy at all.
throw it in your bag and have a party. Hey, by the way, you weren't here when I pointed it out, but like them fucking fishing lures do look pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
it's like of all the fish crankbaits and lures I have or have seen or that are I own in my boat, whatever, I've never seen any of the chameleon ones. So I was like, I'll try it just to see.
Have you tried fishing with them yet, Chad?
I don't have any of them yet.
No, I haven't sent any yet. I'm just now. I've actually got a order for
Your brother
25
did,
of
didn't
them.
he? Wasn't it your brother?
My brother-in-law did. Yeah, I sent some up to Canada with him, and he caught a couple around 30 inches on a couple of them I sent up with him, of a northern.
Yeah, I seen the pictures of the fish that thing was catching. It was pretty badass. But down here, I mean, that's not really like a bait like that. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of baits where I go fishing usually don't do fairly well.
Yeah.
The bigger fish you're gonna mostly catch on live bait down here. Unless you have a boat, which I don't.
I'm
If I had a boat, that'd be
surprised.
perfect.
I'm surprised you don't at least have a kayak or something.
Yeah. I did it one time. Actually, it wasn't even a kayak. You're gonna laugh your ass off at this. This is a good story. So, somehow or another, through people I knew that smoked Marlboros when I was younger, I got a hold of the Marlboro fan club thing back in the day, where you used to take the little pieces from the barcodes, I think, from the cigarette packs,
Oh, the
and
one-
they had numbers on it, and you would mail those off, and you'd get put into different entries.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking won one. It was a white water blow-up raft, dude. Like, a good one.
Why didn't you get it?
Huh?
Why didn't you get it? I feel like your mom would have helped you get that shit.
I got it. I won the giveaway. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you like won it but didn't pick it up for some reason.
No, they mailed it to me. And, like, I wasn't home. And my mom calls me. She's like, you just got something in the mail. And I'm like, okay, what is it? She's like, it's a boat. And I'm like, a boat? She's like, dude, you have a freaking boat. And I'm like, I didn't order a boat. And she's like, it says it's from Marlboro. And I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking it's a toy boat, you know? She's like, dude, this box is huge. You might want to come home and check this out. It's like, holy shit. It was a 2-man inflatable whitewater raft. It had the hookups on the back, like if you wanted to hook a trolling motor to it.
Whatever
Came with the
happened
paddle,
to it?
Came with the pump. Dude, me and my buddy rode that stuff. We used to take it out all the time to go fishing until it finally dry rotted on me. But it was pretty badass.
That's awesome.
For a guy that hardly ever wins anything, that was pretty damn cool.
So I just checked the status of my silencer stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's fucking ready to prepare on that particular thing, which means that right now that I
gotta
guess
make it?
the dealer just has to do some paperwork.
Oh, okay. The way I took it was like it's ready to be made, and it's like, fuck, you gotta order it and I gotta make it. You
Oh,
ain't gonna see
no,
that
no.
shit for a while.
No, that bitch is already there. I got it on a steel. So I got the fucking Silencer Co. Osprey Micro. It's a 22 suppressor. When they first came out, they were selling for like $600. And I got it because it's supposed to address some of the problems that I have with my current suppressor on this specific gun. So anyways, I got it for like $240, not counting the tax stamp, of course.
Good shit.
But yeah, no, that bitch was already made. Fucking this form wouldn't. It'd be a completely different form if it wasn't made.
I got you. I don't know. It's just I know you. I heard you say earlier that you're waiting to get it, but just the way you said that, I was like, oh fuck, they still got to make it.
Well, they have to like prepare the forms. The dealer does.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if I'm fucking staying here, if I'm staying at this place, which I'm gonna know one way or another by the end of the week, then I really need to get back on my, fucking ATF applications.
Yeah.
So that I can, you know, I guess buy a gun from Crowley for whatever he thinks it's worth, because fucking it, according to goddamn gun broker, it could be worth anything or
Right.
nothing.
I mean, If my cousin has it, I guarantee that fucker is polished to a mere sheen.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I can guarantee you that right now.
regardless of what you're guaranteeing, I haven't physically held the gun, so to me, I'm buying
Oh,
it
no.
sight unseen.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. If my cousin has it, I can guarantee you the fucker's clean for sure.
That being said, I can guarantee you if I do buy it for a price that I like, I will make a YouTube video about it.
Hell yeah.
And we'll talk about the history of it and all that shit. And then we'll shoot it and we'll blow things up. And yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a 10 gauge. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It could be a 12 gauge, but I want to say it's a 10 gauge.
I'm going to see if it was made in 10 gauge, although I'm pretty sure you're right that at least they made them in 10 gauge.
I was gonna say, there's a big fucking barrel on that gun. I'm pretty sure. Don't hold me to it.
Dude, I'm not
gonna
lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you sold me that thing, it would be the first 10 gauge I've ever owned. If it was a 10 gauge, which Wikipedia says they're only produced in 12 and 20, but
Okay, well then.
but Gunbroker
12 gauge.
Gunbroker says otherwise. Because Gunbroker has one dude selling a shotgun for it's got it's got multiple barrels.
Oh,
It's
no,
got a
one big one.
it's got a 12 and a 26 barrel.
I don't know if I've seen one of those, honestly.
Unless it's a fucking 12 and 26 unless it's two different 12 gauge barrels. The way they have the fucking thing worded is kind of.
I know it's a short barrel, but I know for a fact it's longer than 12. I know it's longer than a foot.
They got a 16 gauge on here.
No, I know it's not a 16. Maybe it was a 12. It's a 12. Was a 12. Whatever.
Maybe you saw it when you were younger, and when you're younger, like 12 gauge looks like the biggest fucking thing in the world.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say I was between 10 and 12, so. Hello, praying mantis. You ever? Why are you black? I don't know. I've seen a black praying mantis. Turn my camera on real quick on Discord.
Yeah, seriously. Oh wow. Yeah, black one.
I'm trying to pull it up. Fucking. It's not letting me full screen it. Maybe if I bring it to the main screen. No, Discord's just gonna be a fucking asshole, I guess.
Nice size one too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size one. Oh, he's moving.
You sure it's a
Motherfucker,
mantis?
look.
I can't see it that well.
Yeah, it's a man.
Yeah, it's a man.
Flew
Oh,
off.
he flew off. He just flew off. Yeah, he had
It
the.
was
Yep.
pretty fucking cool.
Well, it is about that time of year. I don't know if that makes sense because I checked the mail a couple weeks ago and there's about 150 baby praying mantises in my mailbox. So I wasn't gonna bother him. I just want my mail.
We see
Yo,
them
do
here.
what
We
you
just
do.
don't see them often.
They're a good thing to have around.
Oh yeah. Unless you're a male and that's a female. Yeah, I did have to relocate a brown recluse the other day. I had one sitting up under my light. It's like, yeah, we ain't doing that. You go out to this big oak tree over here and leave us alone.
I killed a bunch of those the other week.
I was going to, but I was like, I'll give you a chance. You come back, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is fucking 12 and fucking. All I'm seeing is 12 and fucking 16 gauge.
Well, then it's Probably. Oh, I know it wasn't a 16 gauge because I remember putting red shells in it. Which, well, back when I was a kid, the shells were color coded. 12 gauge was red, 16 was green, 20 was yellow, and 410s were, I think, black. But that was also 30 some years ago. So
Man,
but now I know they got all. Now I know they got all different colors for the gauges.
yeah, I was gonna say I was shooting blue 12 gauge last week.
I've never seen a blue. I've never seen a blue one.
Dude, it was like the cheapest box of ammo the gun store had. When it says on the box, "This is quality ammo," it's like
Military grade.
I was like, well, my fucking all of my shotguns that I have here that are older than me don't care.
Right.
Like they'll shoot anything.
Now, I got a story. True story. When I was in high school, a bunch of people wanted to fuck with me. I didn't give a shit. I don't care. Fuck with me all you want. But in speech class, it wasn't my idea. This was my speech class teacher's idea. Why don't you bring your shotgun in and do a speech on it? You want me to bring my shotgun to school? Okay. So I had to get it approved through. The police department. I had to get it approved through the high school. They're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And a bunch of the people that would give me shit were in my speech class. You pull out a 12 gauge, they tend to leave you alone real quick.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds a little bit like the logic of a school shooter, doesn't it?
I mean, if I wanted it, it could have happened. But no, I wasn't all about that. But
Yeah,
but
well, I
thing
mean,
was-
I gotta bust your balls a little bit.
Oh, I know. But 95% of the people, no one batted a fucking eye. I walked through the school. Everyone knew I hunted. Everyone knew I lived in the country. But I guess when you walk through the doors with the 12 gauge, people tend to change their mind real quick. I didn't have any ammo. I didn't have any live rounds. I had 3 empty shells just so I could show the size difference. But
Yeah, I wouldn't have assumed they'd let you bring fucking live ammo in with you.
no, I wouldn't have anyway.
I
It was
might
like,
have.
Your gun's well, that was like one of the kids in clay. He was a smart ass, always running. He's like, that gun's loaded. I said, it's locked, you stupid son of a bitch. See the big cable with the padlock on it? I don't have the key for it, so I'm pretty sure you're safe.
Knowing what I know about that lock, I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Oh man, I found a fucking Winchester 1897 No Country for Old Men clone
Nice.
for
Oh,
500
shit,
for
nice.
$500.
That's not bad.
But it is an AOW, so there's an additional $200 tax stamp.
Oh,
But
Go
still,
figure.
I mean, it's a fucking Title II weapon.
Right.
But that's okay. Soon enough, I'll be able to just have that shit mailed to me.
Hell yeah.
Although that'll be kind of bad. I'll like part of what makes me resist some of my inner urges is the fact that I have to go through an FFL. I'm like, oh, you mean to tell me that I could have this fucking that I could have this post dealer sample fucking Glock sent to me for like $500? Like, all right. This no law letter post sample M16 fully automatic $1,000? Like, sure.
That's a gun I would love to shoot one time too. Is an M16.
Well, once I get one, if you fucking happen to come down here, like, go off. I'll let you shoot it.
You're not that far. How far are you from Kansas City?
Like 3 hours.
So you're about 12 hours. 10, 12 hours.
I can get a fucking dealer only no law letter post sample fucking fully automatic receiver for $500.
Dang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna have that shit around here. Like, fuck around and find out.
Have you ever shot a Browning shotgun?
I've shot a few.
It's like the one, my cousin, I don't remember the model, but he had a 12 gauge, and that was probably one of the smoothest working shotguns I've shot, anyway.
I could get a PPS 43 for $3,000.
That's not bad, considering.
If I had, I think that's $129,000. I could fucking get a fucking M134 minigun.
You could probably build one cheaper than that.
Well, and the licensing I'm gonna have.
The 134, that's the big one.
The licensing I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be able to legally build one too.
Yeah, I was thinking the small one. No, the 134, that's the big one.
I could get a fucking M249 parts kit.
But dude, it's a grenade launcher.
No, it's a fucking machine. It's
No,
a light machine gun.
No, you said that, and I saw a meme earlier. It was, the guy, there's two army guys. What is it? M40, the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll fire a warning shot at his feet, and he's like, dude, it's a grenade launcher. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, tomato.
Right.
See, one thing that I really fucking want though, dude, I might keep this motherfucker on me. Fucking MP9 for $2,000. The MP9 is like a fucking lead faucet.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
there's a
Or the what's the 44 that or the was it 44 or 45 that has a 3-round burst pistol? I think it's a 44.
what?
It has a 3-round burst. There's one. It's one of the pistols that it's a 40. I don't remember if it's a 44 or 45, but you can put a 3-round burst mod on it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
X20, is it X23? I think, maybe not. Fuck, I think it's X23. I could be wrong.
Fucking, there's a Galil on here for like $800.
I'd kind of like to shoot one of those. Also, now I don't know. Come on, baby.
There's an
That's all steel.
there's an FN M249 for $23,000.
Damn.
Yeah, you can have that.
What about
I
the
get that kind of money. I'm buying a new car.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I really want it because forget buying the
Right.
gun. Let's talk about buying ammo for the gun.
Right. Or MG23, that German fucking ammo pisser?
There's a fucking
Or 43. 43.
There's an MP. There's a fucking MP5 for $1,200. The Calico M90, which is kind of a crazy gun. It was shown in like the Terminator. $3,000. Was actually featured in the Terminator too. The original Calico M950 machine pistol, blanked in the barrel but live otherwise, was used in future war scenes in Terminator 2 and other various movies. The most prominent Calico was a long barrel full-size endo rifle that's not on this particular gun. The M950s were smaller background guns and shells. This is a live machine gun dealer sample that requires a letter. Comes with a certificate of authenticity. from the rental company that does the gun rentals for Hollywood.
I think it'd be fun to shoot the Russian one, the Bison, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I call it a Super Soaker, but I think it'd be fun to shoot one of those ones.
Yeah, it would.
It's just weird how it loads from underneath, though. To me, anyway.
I could
But
get
then again, it's Russian, so
I could get a bona fide AK for 1,500.
that's not bad. What they want for an M1 Garand? Probably about 4,000.
Well, I didn't see. Well, an M1, like, I'm looking at fucking fully automatic, like, regulated
Oh.
shit. M1 Garands are about $2,000. Or 1,500.
No, let's see, what was the BAR? That was a slow automatic. The Browning, that fucker was heavy as fuck too. But I wouldn't have called the BAR, I wouldn't have called that an automatic. I would have called that more of a repeater than an automatic, because that took a second to cycle through.
Man,
Guys, I gotta make a phone call, man. I'm gonna have to holler at y'all, bro. This one's probably gonna take a while.
Hey, man, we'll probably end this in like 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
All right, bro. Later, man.
Take it easy, bud.
I don't know why, but some of the Russian guns just like amaze me, just the way they are. Like the SKS. It's like that fucker was heavy. If you could carry that through the field, you deserve to hit what you shoot at.
Yeah, the SKSs were cool until Bubba's started getting a hold of them
Right. Yeah, you're not wrong.
and like ruining
At all.
them and putting plastic bullshit and fucking trying to turn them into an AK when you really should have just bought an AK.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, I just saw the coolest thing I've seen on here today. They have a fully automatic Ruger 1022 pistol.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that would be a barrel of fun.
Right.
They do have an M1A to M14 conversion that is full auto. It's expensive as fuck though.
M1A1, that's what, Springfield?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple, but I've never picked one up or shot one, so I don't know how those shoot.
I like
But to be
them. I like them, but I don't know that I would recommend them to most people.
Right.
Because we exist in a world where you can get better shit now.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong at all.
Chicken, but nobody else.
Oh, damn.
Alright, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to an end. I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh,
Shit.
that's all good, brother.
So,
It's all good.
I thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you all on the next live stream, which I'll have to talk to Chad. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. Goodbye, bitches.